My presentation is on Chapter 2, the Earth in Space. The Earth is a unique planet. From space it seems to be the perfect sphere, but the circumference changes on where it is measured. That it is better called an oblate spheroid. 71% of the Earth is covered by water, and about 97% of the water is in salty oceans. The other 3% is fresh water, water frozen in glaciers and polar ice sheets. All the Earth's percent is fresh water frozen. All the Earth's water makes up the hydrosphere. The Earth is surrounded by a blanket of water and gas is called the atmosphere. 70% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. The other 1% includes argon, carbon dioxide, and helium. Scientists important discoveries about the Earth's interior through the studies of seismic waves. Seismic waves are vibrations that travel through the Earth. Explosions on or near the Earth's surface produce seismic waves. By studying the waves, scientists have found out that the Earth is made up of 3 major zones. The 3 major zones are the crust, mantle, and the core. The crust is the outer covering that makes up 1% of the Earth's mass. Beneath the ocean is the oceanic crust. Beneath the continents are the continental crust. Below the crust is the mantle. It makes up almost 2/3 of the Earth's mass and is divided into 2 regions. The uppermost part is solid. The solid part and the crust above it is called a lithosphere. Because of the heat and the pressure, the solid rock can flow like putty. This is called plasticity. The mantle and the core is the center of the Earth. And that is, this region that I feel drawing. The mantle right here, the orange, and the core right here. Scientists think that the outer core is a dense liquid layer about 2,190 kilometers thick. The inner core is a dense solid about 2,680 kilometers in diameter. The inner and outer core make up about 1/3 of the Earth's mass. That's the sound here, what we're about to talk about now. There are 2 types of seismic waves, and that deals with earthquakes. Primary or P waves and secondary waves. P waves travel through liquids, solids, and gases. S waves travel only through solids. P waves travel faster than S waves. Seismic waves around the world reveal shadow zones. Shadow zones are located on the Earth's surface where neither S waves or P waves are detected. Isaac Newton's most important studies were gravity. Gravity is the force of attraction that exists between all matter and the universe. He described the effects of gravity in his law of gravitation. The law says the force of any 2 objects depends upon their masses and distances between them. The movement around the sun is called a revolution. Each revolution is 365.24 days or 1 year. The spinning motion is called a rotation. Each rotation is 24 hours or 1 day. The Earth is not always the same distance from the sun. When it is at closest point to the Earth, it is said to be at aphelion. At the farthest part, it is said to be at aphelion. The Earth reaches perihelion on January 3rd and aphelion on July 4th. On June 2nd, the North Pole tilts toward the sun. On this day, the sun's rays strike at an angle along the Tropic of Cancer. It is called the summer solstice. It is the start of summer. Solstice means sun step. On December 21st and 22nd, the sun rays are at a 90-degree angle at the Tropic of Capricorn. This is called the winter solstice. On September 22nd or 23rd, the sun strikes the equator at a 90-degree angle. This is called the autumnal equinox, meaning equal nights. On March 21st or 22nd, the sun's rays again strike the equator at a 90-degree angle. This day is called the vernal equinox. Equinox nights and days are the same. The North Pole tilts neither toward nor away from the sun. Precession is caused by forces acting on the spinning body. It causes the Earth's axis to move slowly in a circle, but the Earth only one full circle every 26,000 years. The Earth's surface is divided into 24 standard time zones. In each zone, noon is set as the time when the sun is highest over the center of that zone. To prevent confusion, the international date line is put in it. It runs north to south in the Pacific. Daylight savings time and half clocks are an hour ahead. So after 7 o'clock in October, it goes back to standard time. A satellite is any object in orbit around another body with large mass. The satellite in geosynchronous orbit always stays in the same place throughout the day. The polar orbit carries the satellite over the Earth's north and south poles.
That's 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to go. Now you can lead the class in the question and answer, or song and dance, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I like dancing. question and answers.
Okay.
Just we give our questions.
I got a question for you. Solstice, what does it mean, class? Stop, not step. Okay? Okay, go ahead on.
We got some questions?
Say what?
We got some questions?
Whatever you want to do, but you got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Okay, can anyone identify the lithosphere on this drawing that you got? Ashley? Can you identify the lithosphere? That's the orange part, right? I guess you can manage the weight. You're right. Can anybody identify the crust on the drawing? Red. How many zones, major zones are there? 3 is correct. How many types of waves do we have? 3. Can you list them?
P, S, and L.
Okay, correct. How much percentage of the earth is made up of water?
75.
How much?
75.
Close, man.
73.
You got 71.
I learned 3, 4.
Who studied on gravity?
I did.
Correct. The summer solstice strikes the earth at what angle? How many degrees?
90.
Correct.
Where does it do that?
Anybody know?
Where does it strike at 90 degrees? In the summer solstice? Where in the northern hemisphere? There's parallel. Tropic of.
That's correct. What is the vernal equinox?
Meaning equinox.
Yeah, correct. What happens in daylight saving time? Huh?
The day is a mountain. The day is a mountain.
You said it hour ahead.
In the spring. Spring forward, fall back.
True or false? A satellite in geosynchronous orbit always stays in the same place about the equator. True. Correct. That ends our presentation.
We got 2 minutes left. You want to leave them in a chair?
This represents like when we have shadows on and stuff like that. Where it's strike. Like we had Pacific Ocean, like it's we the Pacific Ring of Fire, we have the hot zones, the hot spots. Where what does it take place? Vibrations take place in the shadow zone. P, that's where the earthquakes. Basically. Then we don't show it really on this drawing, but you can't see it, but the earth isn't really a sphere. It's wobbly, and when it turns, it creates precession. That's what this is showing. Any more questions?
I got 2. Where is the circumference of the earth greatest? Anybody help them? At the equator. The spinning forces it out, flattens the poles, and pushes it out to the equator. And the other question I have is on your little graph over there. Now, where are the lithospheric plates, and then where's the asthenosphere?
Well, I can answer the second question. The asthenosphere is the one we have outlined in red, but the lithospheric plates.
Somebody help them. Lithospheric plates, asthenosphere. What are they? Look in your book. Help them out. Everybody should know this. Nobody corrected them.
It's the like the layer under the crust. Yeah.
Which is? Okay, so where's the asthenosphere?
It's right there. It's the
right
red part.
Oh, I know it.
It's the red part.
It's
It's
the,
the orange part.
it's the black line.
No, it's right.
Yeah.
It's the black line? Which is the black line? The crust, the black line with the lithospheric plates underneath it? Now, don't we have two cores?
Uh-huh.
Okay, look in the book and check it out. Make sure that's right. Make sure you understand what it is. Explain it to them so they're clear on it there, Joe. We don't want anybody confused going into this test. Help them out, anybody.
The acid sphere, that's the red part. And
So what's the orange part then?
The orange part is the mantle.
Well, the mantle's made up of the
Orange one is the mantle.
lithosphere and the asthenosphere.
Orange one is the asthenosphere.
So you got three main parts. What are the three main parts?
Mantle core.
And the crust.
The crust, the mantle, and the core. And what does the mantle made up of? Read it in there. What's the mantle made up of?
Go ahead and get it.